In a microservice system, even during local development, we deal with multiple services, multiple ports, and dependency between them. Running everything manually quickly becomes painful. Developers spend more time managing setup than actual building features. What we really need is local orchestration, something that can start all the service together, manage dependencies, handle configuration, give visibility into what's running. We are not deploying it, we are just developing it. This is where .NET Aspire comes in. .NET Aspire is not cloud platform and not a deployment tool. It is a local orchestration and developer experience framework designed specifically for modern .NET application. Let me very clear, .NET Aspire is not for production deployment. It does not replace Docker, it does not replace Kubernetes. Aspire helps us before we reach that stage. In this course, we follow very deliberate order: architecture first, service boundaries next, local orchestration, and then container and cloud later. This avoids locking decisions too early and keeps learning focused. Typical Aspire setup has three parts: app host, orchestrator, service project, our APIs, resources like database cache messaging. Today we focus only on app host. Think of an app host as a control center. It knows which service exists, how they start, how they connect. It contains no business logic and it's never deployed to production. Okay, let's go and create our project setup. So now let's go and create one repository where we can utilize for public session where everyone can access this repository. Any code you want to have a reference, you can utilize this as well. So let's call this repository as ecom microservices, or we call it as .NET microservices. When I make it it's default public and just add a readme, and I'm asking to ignore the .NET related and license MIT license. Okay, let's quickly create the repository. Okay, repositories got created. Let's copy this link, then go to the Visual Studio. So here I just click clone a repository, just paste the link in the repository location, and default this is the path I'm using. You can choose whatever the path you want, then click on clone. Clone is successful. Okay, so now let's go and add the new project. We'll add here project and solution in a search template, search Aspire. So here I'm choosing the Aspire empty app. Click next, keep the solution as ecom, and the location path I choose ecom .NET microservice. Create a new solution, keep the solution under the same, then click next. Click create. So I'm choosing the default latest framework, .NET 10. Okay, solution got created now. So now if you see in under the solution, we have two projects. One is AppHost and service default. Let's go and explore that. Okay, in the AppHost file, we have two lines of code. One is we are getting it from the distributed application, create builder. Then second line, just builder dot build dot run. That's it. So next we'll go and see what is service default. So basically service default will contains the service discovery, resilience, health checks, and open telemetry configurations. If you see there is endpoint for, you can check the endpoint of uh, each endpoint. You can check slash health or alive. So those details. So basic configuration to enable the open telemetry and the default health checks and service discovery. We'll keep. We will go through this in deep in the another session, some other session. So let's yeah. So this is a like default endpoint. So this is a basic configuration. We will go through this in a coming session. So now what we do, just try to run this. So initially it will take time to building the project. You can speed up the video if it's feel bit slower. Okay, if you see here, so distributed application hosting it starts, then looking for the host directory, and this is the where app host is listening default, and logging to the dashboard URL. So this will open up in the browser. Let's wait for that. Okay, it's got opened. Okay, this is the port it is listening. So here if you see there is a no resource here. So this is the default dashboard generated by Aspire. You see here you can able to see all the logs over here, and this is the structure logs and whatever the traces. Currently we don't have any other endpoint configure, so there is nothing here. So we'll go through in the session, like once we set up the API gateway and a few services, we can check very detail on this part. Okay, so next session we will focus on set up the API gateway and two services, catalog services and order services, and try to communicate both services from the API gateway. Stay tuned for the next video.